BBC releases unseen footage of Charles in his 20s from documentary Queen had banned. Unseen footage of King Charles in his early 20s has been released to mark his upcoming coronation. The BBC has unveiled archive clips from the firm's Fly on the Wall documentary, Royal Family, which came out in 1969 to provide a more intimate glimpse into royal life. In it, a youthful-looking Prince of Wales can be heard talking about his family over clips of him and the late Queen, who would have only then been 17 years into what would become an unprecedented 70-year reign. Footage shows Charles decorating a Christmas tree with the Princess Royal, building a bonfire at Sandringham and on an official visit to the Royal Mint with his parents as audio plays him talking about how he sees his family and the role they play in Britain. The footage was released as a trailer for a new 60-minute documentary on the monarch. "I like to think of it more as a family than a firm, I think," says Charles, who would have been 21 the year the documentary originally came out. "I tend to think of my family as very special people. In that sense, I'm only beginning to see my parents and the rest of my family as other people. Do you know what I mean? That you look upon them as having their own different characteristics." The documentary at the time made waves as being an unusually rare insight into royal life behind the palace walls, and was watched by 38 million people in the UK when it aired on BBC and ITV. Queen Elizabeth later had the programme banned, reportedly in a backtrack on the family's privacy, although this was disputed by royal biographer and Daily Mail columnist Robert Hardman, who instead insisted this was due to copyright reasons. While not officially screened since the 1970s, clips were leaked on YouTube in 2021. Material archived in the documentary's production, however, has now come to light in celebration of the crowning of King Charles. In the brief video, he adds, "It's a great help to have a lot of people all doing the same thing like that because you can go and talk to them about it. You know your own experiences and the amusing things that have happened, and you can learn a lot from each other." Final preparations are now underway for the ceremony and celebrations on Saturday, May 6, with hundreds of devoted royalists already arriving in London to get a front-row seat. The ceremony at Westminster Abbey is set to get going from 11 a.m.